At the roundabout up ahead, we're going to be doing a U-turn, okay? Good to do 60 along here. There we go, moving back over now. Excellent. This time at the lights, we are going to turn right, okay? First set of lights, though, we can't turn right at. Yeah, second set. Back to our right-hand wheel track. Excellent, you're already on it. So yeah, this time we are going into the turning lane. Looking right, looking left, indicating for your turn. Excellent. Now it's only a green light, so we can move out into the intersection, but we can't go yet. Looking right, looking left, moving out a little bit, now stop. There we go, start rolling. So very important that you get into first gear before you come to a stop, okay? For that exact reason, we needed to take off again straight away, and we weren't able to. Indicator off. Now with very wide roads like this, or like what's about to come up ahead of us, just make sure you ride closer to the middle of the road than the edge. Or closer to the middle of your lane than the edge of the road. Excellent. We're not going to do this tricky spot today, but another day we probably will. Sometimes I'll tell you to go up to the end here, turn left, and then take your first right. We're only going to turn left, but your first right-hand turn is not that street that's in front of us, okay? The first right-hand turn actually is up where the car wash sign is, up on the right-hand side, further up ahead. No, we're not taking it. Looking right, looking left, yep. Eventually I will take you through it, but just making you aware of it for now. So yeah, that's where the first right-hand turn is, just there. Yep. Yeah, we can't take that first right-hand turn because the slip lane doesn't line up with our street that we're coming out of from. Yeah. The solid white line, well, yeah, we can't cross that solid white line to get into that lane, that slip lane. Alright, is that the lights up ahead? We're going to be turning left. That guy's got the right idea, he's got his raincoat on. If you're slowing down like that, just make sure you make a point of checking your mirrors as well. Because if you've got cars directly behind you, sometimes it might be a good idea not to slow down. I'd love to have a Mustang. Iron Pony. When I was in high school, like my dream car when I was in high school was a Dodge Viper GTS. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright, his next set of lights, we're going to be turning right, okay? Yeah, we're turning left here, but then next set of lights, we're going to be turning right. Won't be coming up for a little bit yet. So turning right at the lights and then right at the roundabout. So you've got to indicate first when you're changing lanes. Indicate first, then check your mirrors, then look over your shoulder, okay? Yeah, indicate, mirror, shoulder check. With these lights, we're turning right, and then we're turning right at the roundabout, so we're going to need the right-hand turning lane. Now, there's a lot going on with this intersection. So when the lights go green, look right, look left, and then we've also got to shoulder check this ambulance lane that's next to us. Okay? And then when we're taking the corner after that, we've got a merge point just straight around the corner there. Yep, and then we've got our roundabout after that. So this whole time when you're going around here, you can stay to your right-hand side the whole time, okay? But yeah, lights go green, look right, look left, shoulder check the ambulance lane, then do the merge, then turn right at the roundabout. Sort of, yeah. So yeah, just turning right at the roundabout. Excellent. So we still got that habit of checking over our shoulder as the first thing. Got to make sure we indicate. Whenever we're changing lanes or merging, indicator first. The shoulder check is always the last part of the sequence. Got the 30 sign there, so got to be careful of the speed. This is a blind corner that's coming up. It bends to the right, okay? So we need the left-hand wheel track. Used to be a T-junction, but yeah, now it's just a blind corner. Now we had the 30 signs back there, but once we hit this speed bump, we can go back to doing our normal 50, okay? Because we're no longer in the car park. Excellent, good choice. Best to slow it down for the speed bumps though. After the speed bump, we're going to be taking our second right-hand turn into the driveway. So this is the first driveway, turning into the next one. So I'm coming in, going to do a bit of a U-turn into the parking bay, pick a bay to line up with, stop, walk back a couple of steps. Okay.
What if they're all full?
Oh, that's why I said, like, when we first left here, like, if it's no room to do it, then don't worry about it. Yeah. Cool. That's got nothing to do with your test, okay? Yeah, the reversing's got nothing to do with your test. So don't even bother doing that when you come back from your test. It's just that I just want us to be set up like this as if we're doing our test. Okay? So this is how we're going to be set up on the day. So whichever driveway the assessor tells you to go out of, just make sure you indicate in that direction out of the parking bay. Yeah. Okay? Cool. When you're ready, we're just going to head out to the driveway to the right, and we're going to turn left onto the main road that way. Okay? Alright. Yep, rain's all stopped now. It's all good. Make sure we're looking where we're riding, okay? Not just straight down. If you always look down, that's where you're going to eventually go. Always look ahead. Turning left. Just got to close that gap off on the curb, okay? So that's been pretty much our own real issue today, is not closing that gap off on the curb very well. And merge points. Yeah, and the lights. Right hand wheel track now. Yep, excellent. Whenever we go over this bridge though, always go over in the left hand wheel track, okay? Just what the assessors are looking for, because they think that you can't see cars coming over this little bump in the road. Somewhat true if there was a link coming over. We're going to turn right. Now this road is a 60, so when you leave the licensing centre you're always going to be coming out to one of these roundabouts. So this first main road you come onto is always 60, okay? At the roundabout up ahead we're going to turn right, and then we're going to turn left at the lights. Got to make sure we're in first before we take off, before we come to a stop. Yep, left at the lights. Indicator back on. Excellent. Good to see you got your indicator off. Now, because we've got a red light here and we've got a bike lane on our left, we've got to look right, look left, and shoulder check the bike lane. Okay? There we go. A little bit awkward, but is what it is. Oncoming cars, where should we be? Indicator off. At the lights up ahead, we're going to be turning right, and then we're going to be going straight through the following set of lights. So yeah, right at these lights and then straight at the following set of lights. So when we turn right here, just make sure you look out for the road markings to see what lane you need to be in. Yep, excellent. Indicator off. And we're just going to stay in our left-hand wheel track here, because after the next set of lights, we've got a blind corner coming up, okay? So we're just setting ourselves up for that. Yep. So yeah, after these lights, blind corner coming up, so it's going to bend around to the right up there. Just try to get up to where you need to stop, and stop. That way then you can pay attention to what's going on behind you, and plan ahead what's ahead of you. So when we go around this blind corner up ahead, there's going to be parked cars on your left-hand side, okay? So once you can see up the road, you're going to decide whether you're going to be going to the right-hand wheel track or the oil slick if you've got parked cars and oncoming cars. Okay? Yeah, we don't want to be slowing down too early back there because if a car behind you isn't paying attention. Yep. Make sure you look over your shoulder when you go into the oil slick still. And then when we leave the oil slick, make sure we look over our shoulder. So there we go, moving back to our right. Head checking the side streets. Just straight. If you never hear a direction, just follow the road as it goes. If you do happen to come across a T-junction and you haven't heard a direction, just turn in the direction that you're already in. So if you're in the right-hand wheel track, turn right. If you're in the left, turn left. We're going to turn right at this roundabout. Indicator off, yep, good. And then we're just going to take our next right-hand turn. Yep. When we turn right up ahead, just go into your left-hand lane as soon as you can, okay? And just pull over on the side of the road for me. No worries, buddy. Catch you next time. Yep, no worries. When you're ready, off we go. Yep, off we go. Now, this next intersection, if you do it exactly how I tell you, you're going to get it done the easy way, okay? And I mean exactly how I tell you. So we're going to turn left at the lights, and then we're going to turn right at the following set of lights. So do what you normally do to turn left, that's fine. But when we get onto the next road, go straight out into your right-hand lane, right-hand wheel track, okay? Moving over now, haven't got a choice. Closing the gap off on the curb still, and then going straight out to your right-hand lane, right-hand wheel track. Head checks, indicator off, looking for trains. Perfect, good work. We're turning right here. So you did good. You hesitated for a second or so about the bus lane, but yeah, you're fine. Yep, just straight over. You're allowed to go into the bus lane if your turn's within 15 metres. Same thing with bike lanes as well. Now, if you ended up in your left-hand lane back there, that's perfectly fine as well. But if you do end up in your left-hand lane, you need to turn right here. Do your lane change as you're crossing the train tracks. Yes, because it's a dotted white line all along those train tracks. So yeah, do your lane change as you're crossing over the train tracks, okay? Because you haven't got anywhere else you can really do it before the train tracks. But if you do it that way, then it's just the harder way of doing that intersection. If there's solid white lines, then yeah, you're not allowed to change lanes. We're going to turn left at the roundabout. But yeah, because there's dotted white lines going across those tracks, yeah, we're fine. We're allowed to change lanes. Again, on the oil slick there. We should have been in our left-hand wheel track because of the oncoming cars. Indicator off. Got one more tricky spot to take you through. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm just going to see how you handle it. Yep. Once you've been through it, then I'll let you know. Careful of your speed. Remember with that bike, if you're doing 50, you're actually doing 52. So if you just ride with that needle just at least 1 bar under the speed limit, you should be fine. Very end of the road, we're going to be turning left. Didn't close the gap off on the curb there either. So you closed it off, but then you kind of ran wide before you got to the giveaway sign, the giveaway line. So keep hugging the direction that you're turning until you've hit that giveaway line, then start veering away where you need to be. Indicator off. Excellent, good choice. And we failed the last section. So don't be a sheep and speed up with the cars, okay? So we were in a 50 zone that entire time, and then you got that random 60 sign up a very wide open road. Don't worry, most people think they're the same as you and they think it's a 60. Yep. Catches out, I'd say 90% of people. Yep. So yeah, like, just make sure if you've been in a 50 for so long and you see a higher speed sign coming up, but you weren't sure if that was actually, the road is actually a 60, wait until you pass the sign before you speed up. Yeah, don't just assume that it was a 60 the whole time and then suddenly speed up. But don't feel bad. I get a lot of people through there. Yeah, along here you can stay in your left if you like, even though you've got the island coming up, you can stay in your left, because we've got a blind corner coming up eventually anyway. Yeah, because lots of visibility, nothing to worry about. The only time I'd move over if there was a car in this, coming out of this side street here. Hey, big plane coming in. We're going to be taking our next left-hand turn, which is the street up ahead, when you're ready. the bike lane there that we should have shoulder checked. So yeah, just keep an eye out for those bike lanes. If you see a bike lane, make sure you shoulder check it before crossing it. So, how you find riding around Midland? You thought it was going to be? Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't put brand new riders through this hell. Yeah. That's why I start people off in Ellenbrook. Sometimes I start people off in Midland because they haven't got a choice. I never look forward to those lessons, but yeah, most of the time, new riders though, 100% of the time they start off in Ellenbrook because it's just a nice quiet area. We're going to turn left at the very end of the street. Got to make sure you're in first gear before you come to a stop. Or even when you're riding along really slowly like we were, just make sure you get into first. Turning left at the end here, the white line is your curb. Nope. That's just more for trucks to cut over. Left-hand wheel track. Indicator off. And we're just going straight. At the lights, we're going to turn right. Just go straight into the right-hand lane, it's fine. We're just going to stay in our right-hand lane until we get to the next set of lights. Normally if it was your test though, like if you don't need the right-hand lane, you'd go back to your left, but because we're going to be making our way back shortly, we don't want to get held up in all the traffic. Especially with all that rain coming too. Especially with all that wall of rain that's coming too. Yeah, no, it was fine. Left-hand wheel track now though, because we're on a dual lane road. Just want to be in view of everyone's mirrors. And we may as well move back to our left-hand lane. So we've got plenty of time to do it, lots of space.